It's your man Alex, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my take on a 1930s inspired slick back self haircut. So let's get right into it. So to get started with today's self haircut, I'm going to be using my Babyliss Pro FX trimmers with the T-blade, and I'm going to be putting in the bald line, and I'm going to be shooting for more of a mid fade for this particular self haircut. So what I'm doing is going straight across by the temples, just a little bit above my ears, and then once I get toward the back of my head, I'm going to be doing a very slight drop that's going to kind of go around the occipital ridge toward the back of my head. So it's basically a straight line around the sides of my head that kind of curves a little bit going down just beneath the occipital bone toward the back of my head. This is going to create a very nice foundation to set it up for a mid fade. The next thing I'm going to do is use my foil shavers to bald out the bottom half of my head. Now, usually I don't like to use the foil shavers because I've got really sensitive skin, and you have seen in previous videos the amount of like fungus and red scaly dry, irritatedness that I have on my scalp. But because I've been recently using my Organobalm, my moisturizing balm, my skin has actually improved tremendously, so now it actually looks relatively normal. So I'm just going in with the foil shavers and balding everything out on the bottom. This will make the self haircut, or at least the finished product, look so much better. So because this is going to be a 1930s inspired slick back haircut tutorial, I need to have the hair on top untouched and as long as possible. So I have the duck clips holding everything in place, and now I'm just going in for the second guideline using the no guard lever open, and I'm going up roughly 3/4 of an inch from the previous guideline. And so anyone that's watching right now that feels like they need a bit more practice and just more explanations than what I'm going over in this video or my other tutorials, I do have a self haircut course which I did make completely free. You can find it in the description of any YouTube video. It's in an unlisted YouTube playlist link. So I hope you guys can check that out and learn more. Now moving forward with the self haircut, I'm going to be using the number 1 guard lever open, and I'm basically doing the same exact thing as the previous guideline. I'm just going up about 3/4 of an inch all the way around my head, trying to make sure that every single guideline that I'm putting in matches the same distance as the previous one, because you don't want your guidelines to be uneven. So everything, you want to make sure you try to make them all relatively even throughout your entire head. So now moving forward with the number 2 guard lever open, I'm doing roughly the same exact thing, going up about 3/4 of an inch. But with the number 2 guard, I like to do a little bit of freehanding as I go up my head, because I'm trying to keep as much length by the part line as possible, okay? I don't want to have a super duper undercut. I still want to keep some of that length by the top. So what I'm doing is I'm going up the 3/4 of an inch, but then I'm kind of flicking away at the same time, so I'm still leaving a bit of that length there so that it blends with the length on top. So now that I've put in all of my guidelines, I can start to fade out all of the hard lines that the guidelines created. So to start that off, I'm going to be attacking the bald line, which is the bottom hard line, and I'm going to be using the no guard lever halfway to soften up that bottom hard line. Now the bottom hard line is the most challenging, especially because I used foil shavers. So having, of course, a decent clipper with a lever really helps. Now I'm going in with the lever halfway. This is going to soften up that hard line by roughly 50%, okay? It's not going to get rid of it completely. It's just there to soften it up a little bit, right? Kind of create a bit more gradients. Then we're going to go in with the no guard lever closed. So all we're doing is just going lever halfway to lever closed, and then I'm just going to be flicking out from that hard line, okay? Starting underneath the line, go up, hit the line, and then flick away from your head, okay? So a nice flick out motion, starting from underneath, go up, you hit the line, and then you flick away at the same exact time. And that should get rid of the hard line pretty much completely. If not, you can always go back to the trimmers afterwards. So now to get rid of the second hard line, I'm going to be using the half guard lever closed and just use the same type of flick out motion as before. So again, go from underneath the hard line, go up, you hit the hard line, and then you slowly scoop and flick away at the same exact time. Now, if you feel like it's not getting rid of the hard line completely, you can always adjust the lever to the lever halfway or open position, or just go back to the previous guard and lever position. So for the final fading step, I'm going to be using the 1.5 guard lever closed and doing the same exact thing with a slight flick out motion, just removing the third and final hard line. Now, if you feel like that's not getting rid of it completely, what I like to do when I'm using the 1.5 guard is kind of just listen to the hair getting cut, because when you reach this length, it's kind of hard to even see the hard line, especially when you've got really dark hair like me. So when you get to this length, you know, kind of judge what you're cutting based on what you're hearing and then flick away accordingly. And now for honestly the most fun out of every self haircut is when I use the thinning shears to start blending in the fade to the length on top. So what I'm doing right now is something called the thinning shear over comb technique, and all I'm doing is just using my comb at a horizontal angle and slowly cutting with the thinning shears as I slowly move the comb going up my head. And of course, I'm always focused on cutting my hair against the grain. So if my hair grows down, I'm cutting straight up. If my hair grows toward the left, I'm cutting toward the right. Okay, so I'm always making sure I'm cutting against the grain, taking it nice and slow with the comb and nice and slow while I'm cutting with the thinning shears. So it's a really game-changing technique. Highly recommend you do this for your blends. So now I'm just going to be putting on my headband to keep my hair back so I can go in and do the reverse thinning shear technique, which is basically taking my thinning shears, flipping them in reverse, and then just point cutting everywhere on the fade that I see the hard line still or any bulky spots. So this is basically the detail portion of the self haircut, and I found it to be honestly one of the best ways to remove hard lines in the fade. So to make this self haircut even better, you have to give yourself a nice crispy clean lineup. So for my forehead, I like to use these little $5 scissors that I bought maybe like 15 to 20 years ago from Target. And then when I move over to the vertical bars and the C cup going around my eyebrows, I like to go back to the trimmers and just use that elongated T-blade to clean everything up and make the lines nice and sharp. So this is where the 1930s inspiration comes from. Now we know it's, 2026 right now, and modern day times, the mustache alone is not really a style that we tend to go for. So back in the 1930s, a suit, a hat, and just a mustache, no beard, no chin, no goatee, no nothing, was like the norm, right? It was just a mustache with a nice suit and everyone looked dapper. So that's what I'm going for with this self haircut. I don't have the suit, but I have the haircut, okay? So don't judge me too much. But this is what I'm going to be doing with my trimmers. I'm cleaning up all of the hair on my beard, my neck, my chin, my facial hair, pretty much everything, and I'm just leaving my mustache alone. Then I'm going in with the foil shavers, just like I did with the bottom half of my haircut, and I'm just balding everything out, making it as smooth as humanly possible to really emphasize that clean cut look and just make the mustache stand out that much more to give it more of that 1930s feel. And plus, I remember my fiance told me that I looked French, so I was like, je ne sais quoi, je me ne veux type of thing, right? Pulling out the French look. So, some days I'm Greek, some days I look French, some days I look, I don't know, like I'm from the Middle East. But it's fun playing around with facial hair, playing around with your haircuts. You can do cool things like this and just, enjoy what God gave you by playing around with all the different haircuts and hairstyles. And to just clean things up a little bit more, I'm just going to be using my scissors, the same scissors I used for my hairline, and I'm just going to be cleaning up all those hairs by my mustache, on the top part of the mustache, on the bottom part of the mustache, creating super clean straight lines and just adding the finishing touches to the self haircut. Now to style my hair, I'm going to be using some organic clay by KOVRAS. Organic clay is made with only 6 ingredients and gives a natural high hold matte finish. What I like to do is take about a pea-sized amount of product, lightly rub it between my palms until it turns creamy, and then work it evenly throughout my hair, making sure I really get it into the roots. Then I'll add a little bit more product to finish off the look and give my hair more shape, texture, and control. And if you'd like to show support to my brand KOVRAS and join the hair healthy movement, you can check out my products linked in this video. This is my take on a 1930s inspired slick back self haircut. Let me know in the comments below how you think the haircut turned out and what other hairstyles you'd like me to try out next. If this tutorial helped you in any way, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe for more in-depth self haircut tutorials like this one. And if you are tired of grooming products that constantly dry out or damage your hair and skin, definitely take a look at my products and see if they'd be a good fit for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.